Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down. Take you in my arms. I'm in love with you. Love that is true. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hello, how are you? It's me, Old James, an outlaw, a hippie, and an American citizen. Tired of the bullshit, man. So anyway, today, 25 September, is the day I was removed from the womb and placed into the chaos. And it's been one struggle after another ever since. They tell me that's life. Apparently they are right. Anyway, yes, today I was born in 1952. Those with calculators or do math well in your head, obviously that makes me 63 years old. Well, I actually won't have completed 62 until somewhere around 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. But after that, I will have gone through the door into my 63rd year. Since I really don't have anybody around, I just thought I would say some things that have been on my mind recently as I reflected. Pick a couple of points in every year and always set aside some time that you can let your defenses down and look upon the recent road. I'm looking through the door as far down the path as I can see into 63. Still cooking, relatively healthy, but aware that this death thing is a is a very real event, inevitability. And anyone who knows me knows that, you know, it is my full intention to, when I decide. So, you know, my daily thinkings are based upon the premise that I will stay alive until I can honestly say that I've done what I can to contribute to the progress of humanity, the development and advancement of civilization, the ideas of society. And I've taken it upon myself to reintroduce or do everything that I can to make people aware a man named Robert Greene Ingersoll, 1833, I believe, to 1899. I think that's about right. 60 years old when he died. I think he's probably one of our greatest untapped natural resources. Someone whose ideas, whose thoughts, whose ability to express and explain has been genuinely overlooked. I think a lot of his lectures, his ideas, his expression still has a great deal of relevance. In fact, for me personally, Robert Greene Ingersoll, he will probably end up being the greatest and last influence upon my thinking and my reasoning. I have taken as my personal creed that espoused by Mr. Ingersoll as his personal creed, and it is as follows: justice is the only worship, love is the only priest, ignorance is the only slavery, happiness is the only good. The time to be happy is now. The place to be happy is here. The way to be happy is to make others so. That ought to be what students recite before the flag every day. That ought to be our Pledge of Allegiance, is that creed. I really can't explain. You have to experience Ingersoll to really appreciate and understand his ability to communicate an idea, a thought, a fact, a truth that you might not want to hear. So any efforts that I do will always include reference to and encouragement to experience Robert Greene Ingersoll. The main thing that I've got to do before I can justify killing myself and getting the fuck out of here, I have concluded after a lot of years that the banner that needs to be carried forward, the flame that needs to be used to burn down the superstition, the evil, the lies that are in dominance at the moment, is the banner of government sans religion. The United States of America, contrary to Fox News and other bullshit artists, is in decline. Anybody who knows anything about anything in the real world, in the world of finance, in the world of power, knows that the United States has been in decline for the past 15 years. That decline was extremely accelerated after 2001, the World Trade Center, Pentagon incidents. But the truth is, I think we are still so intellectually undeveloped, still so fascinated and frightened by superstition, that the United States will have to completely fail and be reconstituted before any dramatic and efficacious long-term change will ever occur. Um, I think we're pretty much set on the path that we're on, and I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer. I'm not trying to put down anything. I'm just saying, look, if you understand, if you look at what the formula for decline and ruin has been established to be throughout human civilization, you will see that the formula is being repeated as it always has been. And, I think we're kind of stuck in a time warp. I mean, leaving out technology, knowledge, actual knowledge about the physical world, um, leaving all that out, we really haven't changed much as a species in probably 7,000 to 8,000 years. I mean, we're still pretty much like we were around maybe 7,000 to 8,000 BC, 5,000 BC. Still pretty much the same conflicts. Um, the underlying causes are still pretty much the same. People still, in relative terms, treat each other. I mean, this family, this blood, this still treats the other uh, pretty much in the same way. It may look a little different because the stage has changed, but basically it's same props, same goal, same objective, same bullshit, same uh, savage uh, or barbaric, near savage uh, thought processes and beliefs. So, it's my opinion, based on what I've learned, experienced, observed, that our species is kind of stuck executing this process, this formula for rise, stabilization, decay, decline, ruin. Um, it will change when our intellect develops beyond the stage that it currently is, um, where it's basically stuck in a mind of, superstition, supernatural. If any of those elements play any influential or significant role in the governing process. And, I'm here to tell you that that's exactly what we're experiencing. I mean, what's going on in the United States of America, what's going on throughout the world, absolutely a process that has been repeated over pretty much the same thing since, major civilizations have come into existence on the planet. And the more we conflate, the more we entangle religion of any form or fashion in the premise and the execution of our government, the farther down the road we go. So anyway, those are the kinds of things that I think about a lot. And I'll be back. I want to talk a little bit about some thoughts I had recently about death and the idea of death. So anyway, it's a birthday day today for me, for my friend Easy Barber. If you think well of yourself, that should override any of the bullshit.